couple years ago, I was asked to do to share some of my thoughts and do a teaching on resiliency. And I think this is another one of those time periods where we need to focus on this ability of resiliency, of how to overcome obstacles. In the midst of that, I came across a study, and the study was actually the International Committee for Study of Victimization. And in that study, in the overall of the study, it said that there's 3 doors. So imagine that there's 3 doors. And they said that individuals who face difficult times, face setbacks, maybe natural disasters, maybe some type of personal trauma, or in the case of what's going on right now with COVID-19, what are those responses? And they have over time studied what victims of those individuals, how did they respond? And the first door that people walk through, or one of the 3 doors that they walk through, is the door of that they're permanently dispirited, they're permanently broken, that in the midst of this trauma happening, this setback happening, that it permanently sets them in a negative trajectory, and they never are able to recover from it. The second door are individuals that they somehow get back to normal. They normalize their life. They get back to however things were before that. Maybe they do that by distracting themselves, by not being busy, by just saying everything happens for a reason, and they don't really experience that loss or that setback. But then the third door is a door that, because this event happened, because of this trauma happening, that they then learned things about themselves. They then took the opportunity that came with that trauma, came with that setback, to learn about themselves, and they become something greater than they would have been if it would have never happened. A friend of mine, known her for a long time. I've known her husband even longer than that. Unfortunately, this was her story. Her son died as a result of suicide. His depression had gotten, unfortunately, had come to a point in that darkness of that depression, and he died from suicide in August of 2014. In the midst of Xavier's grief and pain and uncertainty and unknown that was going on, she had the opportunity to choose door number 1, which was probably calling her name the loudest. I don't know for her door number 2 of just getting back to normal was even a possibility for her. But what she did step through was door number 3. She stepped through door number 3 and used her pain to find purpose in her life. Used that pain for her to be able to become a mental health advocate, to be trained in mental health first aid, and being able to share her story, share Tommy's story, but so that someone else somewhere in the future would not have to go the pain that she did. Clearly, what she did with her pain, she found a purpose for herself. She found a new way to live her life in the midst of this. Not discounting anything about Tommy's impact on her life. It's just that now Tommy is living through her pain. We currently have the same opportunities, that through this pain that we're going through these setbacks we're going through, what is the story that you're going to tell later? Who are you going to be as a result of going through this that you wouldn't have been if you wouldn't have gone through it?